It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Greg Olsen, glad you're with us. That's the veteran Justin Tucker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Levis to open with a pass. Throwing it right. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
Hold on, like 90. Hold on, 20 Rita. Diamond. 22 Linda. And 24 Linda, track team.
From the gun, it's Levis. Complete, he finds Brian Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first and 10, here's Levis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Zero. 54 Rita. Tracy. 49 down. 22 Rita.
Here's Levis. Middle, and it's complete to Felton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Levis. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
22, right 5-4. Odd. And 24 left. Short.
Back to the air. It's Levis. And it's taken in by Felton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, Tracy. 29's down. 22 reach. Here we go. Set hut.
Levis to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
No. Off. Reset.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Will Levis. Touchdown, Jaguars. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Inside the 35. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Tucker's extra point is up and good. And the Bucs come right back to tie it at 7.
Justin Tucker.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be taken in at the 2. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Diamond. And 24 Linda. Back to the team. 20 Rita. Here on the ground. 90 down. 29 Rita.
Now Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Tracy, 29's down, 22 Rita.
To throw is Levis. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Diamond.
Throwing is Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Levis's pass intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's in! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Tampa. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
The extra point is good.
Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On 1st down, Levis. This one caught by Melton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Time Melton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Levis. That one caught is Chimway DK. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Tracy, 22. Diamond.
Now, Levis. That's complete to DK. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Levis to throw. Right side, and is brought in by Felton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
29's down, 22, Rita. Hand up. Hey, Mayday. Hey, pop.
Levis to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And this will be a Bucs first down as he'll get this one up past the 20 to the 21.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and
From the 22 now, here's second down and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. That is about as good a half as you'll ever see out of a running back. Greg, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Tracy, shut up. No. 40 Rita. 19. 49. 54 Rita. Shut up.
Levis to throw it here on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be third down. Levis. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
54 Rita, son. Hand up. Short.
They'll go. Here's Levis. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, 133. 20. Done.
They'll run with Jacobs. Finding space at the 15. And he will score again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown Buccaneers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Hey, Mayday, 22 Linda, 22 Linda, 20 Rita. Diamond up, and 24 Linda, and 18. Tracy, head.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That is taken in left side by Fortner. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
54 Rita, son. Hand up. Short. Hey, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. 22 Rita, 20 Rita.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. He'll find his receiver, that's DK. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Levis. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be met from the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 3rd and long.
180. Hey, alert 32.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Be ready, be ready.
They'll go. Mayfield. That's taken in. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield.
At the Jaguars' 42-yard.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone. Incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal.
A 58-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. That's Harrison in motion. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And And this will be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was taken down by Kirby Joseph. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Baker to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do indeed snap. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
22 Linda. Hey, Mayday. Hey, here, I'm back. Here, I'm back. 54 Rita, son. Short.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. He'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
49 down. On. Hey, let's go. Reload, let's go.
Here's Levis. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, Levis. This is caught at the 2. And he is out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He is deep leading on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Levis. And he'll take this down to the 2 with a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Diamond. Tracy. 49's down, 22 Rita.
To throw is Levis. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down. after failing on third.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go.
On fourth down, Levis. And this is hard. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jim DK, touchdown Jaguars. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The extra point is up and through. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll return this from the 10. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. His drive will start on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Jaguars 21. Justin Tucker
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Diamond. 20 Rita and 24 Linda. Section 18 Green.
To throw is Levis. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
That's number
yards.
7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Short. 29's down. 22. Tracy.
Here's Levis to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. From the 46-yard line. A 2nd down and 6.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Wheel. Out on. Here's down. Right down. 49 Rita. Hand up. 54 Rita.
Now Levis. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Jaguars first down.
Diamond.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Section 18 Green. Hey, let's go. Reload. 22 Linda. 22 Linda. Hey, mayday.
Throwing is Levis. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Tracy. Hey, here I'm back. Out on. Here's down. Right down. 49 Rita.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and inches.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4. And 18. Hand up. 54 readers. Hey, I'm back. I'm back.
Now, Levis. The right side, and is brought in by Felton. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds for the first down.
On the play. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Like 24. And 18.
Levis to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
7-yard line.
Here, I'm down, right down, 49 Rita. Hey, here, I'm back. Here, I'm back. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday. Troy, 49's down, 22. Tracy, ahead.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Levis. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
The kicker on.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 6. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Tampa. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Mike 13, Mike 13. 20, 20 Rita. And 24 Linda, track 18 green. Out on. Short. 29 down, 22 Rita. Hand up. 54 Rita, hut.
Levis to throw on first and 10. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
20 Rita and 24 Linda.
Levis to throw it here on first down. This pass is caught by Thomas. They face second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Levis. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Diamond. Tracy. 20 Rita. And 24 Linda. Out on.
Levis to throw. To the left side. It's caught by Felton.
Levis's pass.
They'll work now on second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Levis. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike 49. 22 Linda. Hey, mayday. Here's down, 49 Rita. Hey, here, I'm back. Here, I'm back. Diamond. Tracy. 20 Rita. And 24 Linda. Track 18 green.
Levis. That is taken in by Felton. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Clock to stop at 21 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2.
29's down, 22 Rita. And Mike 13. 18.
Here's Levis. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Hand up. 54 readers. Like 13. Like 13. Clearance. Side. 22. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Jags are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Here we go.
To throw is Levis. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10.
45. Jaguars 35.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Watch out.
Here's Jacobs. To the 45. Still going. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So a win here for the visiting Bucks. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0